So, Nana,
Hello, darling.
one of the things I learnt at Tony Robbins
Oh, yes, we didn't want to know about Tony Robbins. If
is
you kick me again, I'll kick you right through the bloody window.
is to be nice to people. One of the other things I learned is everyone's got a primary question they ask themselves before they do anything. Did you know this?
I don't even know what primary means.
Primary. I don't know why I bother.
No,
Right.
honestly, this is a waste of... Everybody has a primary question.
They do.
What a load of absolute fucking shit, Daisy.
Nana!
Everybody's
You
got
can't swear on my video. There's children watching.
Everybody's got a primary care.
They question, not care.
We're never going to get this straight.
So everyone's got a question they ask from a young age of how to of every situation they do, and they ask themselves something like, why does this always happen to me, or what's wrong with this, or where's the good in this? Everyone's got a question they ask themselves in every scenario, and it's called a primary question. And I just wondered what yours could be. When you do something, do you think to yourself, is this going to be dangerous, or is this funny, or what do you say? Because you've got such a great outlook, I think your primary question might be quite good.
But in my head, there are tillion, sillion, willion questions, and so it's a complete waste of time. So where do we start?
Well, if it's your primary one, so when you go into, if you like go to someone's house, do you think to yourself, shall I go because? So you ask, what question do you ask yourself before you go to someone's house?
What can I nick?
What can I nick? So what can I get out of this?
No, what would I get out of this? Oh, it's a ridiculous question, Daisy. That's like, what is the meaning of the whole wide world? I mean, where do you start?
What is the meaning of the whole wide world?
Well, that's a good question. That is an intelligent question.
Is it?
I don't know.
Well, it sounds like a more complicated question to me.
But then if you start asking a question like that, where do you start? Where do you stop?
You made me ask it. You didn't like the other one.
You started it. I mean, every question, there's no question on the planet that's not complicated, difficult, or anything. And I think I've got a needle up my arm. Oh, hang
That
on.
is not good. Yes, you have. Oh no, look, that's your bracelet.
Oh, ow, don't
I
pull
didn't
it.
touch
You're going to
it.
kill me now.
No, I'm... Show everyone on the camera your bracelet.
Ow.
Oh, for goodness sake, woman, you're so oversensitive. Look, show everyone. You can't show everyone. You're so... So we've got Nana
love
and
it.
a Carrie bracelet.
Look at that. That is so beautiful.
So, Nana, tell people the story about you in Shaldon and what you used to do in Shaldon.
Oh, Shaldon. Oh, well,
And Carrie's.
Oh, yes, I used to go and hunt on the beach for hours and hours and hours for beautiful, beautiful shells. And they were always the same shells I used to hunt for. But they were lovely. And there were very few of them, actually, then, in the olden days.
In the olden days.
But then they were called Carries. And my God, if you look into the detail under a microscope or anything, the detail of of just that one shell, or even a portion of that shell, is mind-boggling. So, once you've looked at a shell like that, well, you're set up for life, really.
So, do you think kids of today then, okay, because you in your youth were walking up and down Shaldon Beach looking for Carries. Now,
yeah.
kids play Xbox, they're on their phones all the time. Yeah. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that compared to your childhood? Because your childhood was much more controlled, and you really didn't have much to do if you were wandering up a beach looking for shells all day long, did you?
No, I didn't, honestly, because the shell in that moment was everything.
Yeah.
So that was all that was in my life. So I used to look down at that shells, and that was my whole world. For that second, that was my world, that shell. And I loved it, absolutely loved it. And then that absorbs you. So actually, I think that's a real health thing. So you're in the moment, just feeling what it's like to be you and a shell, just you and a shell together. And there's nothing else in the world, and it's lovely.
No, I think you're right. I think that mindfulness we're becoming much more and more aware of it now because we have so many stimuli.
Yeah.
to actually be able to focus on one thing.
Fantastic.
And live in that moment for one thing is what people want. It's like the Zen, isn't it? And it's the meditation level, and it's finding your place where you don't have anything else, no other thoughts going on, where you just are and you just be, and there's that euphoria and that, you know, it's a nirvana, isn't it, of the world that people sort of go for. And you kind of got that from your youth, and you've got it now with your sewing. You know, you can go into your bubble, and lots of people can't do that. You can see people running around with their phones trying to go to the next place, you know, not living for now. And it's a real lesson, I think, to, you know, we should all really put some time aside just for us.
I agree. I totally agree.
And with nothing, just do nothing, and actually enjoy doing nothing. Enjoy spending time with a very, very, you know, with no real agenda.
None, absolutely none, because the agenda is here and now. That's the agenda.
Yeah.
It's not definable. You can't define it. It just is, and it's the moment. It's this second, now. It's gone.
And then it's gone forever. So actually, it's really important.
It's not gone forever. It's here forever.
It's here forever if you keep there. If you stay there, if you don't let it go and go off and do something else and get distracted.
Well, it will always change. It changes by the second. Every single moment will be different. But it's very... Hello. Oh, what's going on there then?
Oh, that looked like my hand.
Yeah, that's quite clever.
It's not my hand.
Do you think we spoiled our video? I want to do something for Jack, actually. A little something to say, oh, hello.
Say goodbye first. Bye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye. Wave, Nana, at least. Come on. Bye.
All right, then.
Bye. Wave.
Oh, hello. Goodbye.
Bye. Wave your hand.
You don't have to wave.